only 24 hours in the day. Cheers. Crazy talk. Get you a minivan, girl. A vulnerable moment. I had to give my husband a mouthful. If you all need some stroller help, let's meet some YouTube friends. Hey friends, welcome to another Mom Chat Q&A, and today I'm gonna throw in a shopping haul because we recently just got back from Disney World, and I'm gonna show you all the things that we bought, especially because they have their Halloween stuff out. Before we jump in, my name is Andrea, Busy Mom in the Magic. If you're a busy mom out there, life is crazy, you're trying to do all the things, well, this channel is for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and jump into the shopping haul part. If you're new on one of our mom chats, it's literally just like us hanging out on FaceTime. So that's going to be the vibe that we're going to go with. And I'm going to show you everything that we got at the Disney World like we're best friends. Okay. So the first bag I'm going to go through is some of the presents that Annie got from my parents for her birthday. Now, keep in mind that it's a Halloween season. If you've already watched some of our vlogs that I've released from a past couple weeks, I guess we've been back for like maybe over 2 weeks. We had the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I've had some vlogs go up so far, and you'll see of some of the things that we purchased. We got Maleficent. She was in the Emporium. Who is your all's favorite villain character? Because I think it's Maleficent, maybe, in our house. And then this skirt for Annie. Oh my God. Is this not so stinking cute? I think we also got this in the Emporium, and Annie had, I think, $100 to spend from my parents, and she had went over budget, but thank goodness we get the 20% off for merchandise because of our annual pass holders, and it made her only go $5 over her budget. Thank goodness. We are also a Nightmare Before Christmas family, and this is a cute little t-shirt that she got. I love the little ruffles. This guy was $26.99 with the 0 on it. And then this skirt was, oh gosh, there's a bug. Ugh. This skirt was $24.99. I don't know how much Maleficent was because her tag is off. You know those times when you're shopping and you're like, you know what?
I don't need to just buy everything that I see.
Well, I didn't buy it. And then I just kept on thinking about it and thinking about it and thinking about it. And then was like, you know what? I have to go back and get it. Have to. So that's when I know that it's time for me to get something for myself, because are you all like the same as me? I'll buy anything for Annie, like, as you know, of course, within reason. And I literally like cannot buy anything for myself. It's a problem. But I got myself a sweatshirt. Is this not so cute? Okay. Oh, now I'm remembering now that I see it. So my final clue, like my final sign to get this sweatshirt was when we were in line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and this girl was talking to Tyler. They were sitting behind Tyler and I on Seven Dwarfs, and she had this sweatshirt on, and I was like, yep, that's it. I have to get it. And I told her, I was like, you are my sign, because I've been thinking about this the entire time. And honestly, they have different characters and they are so stinking cute. And I love Daisy Duck. I just love her. And I mean, what a great idea to have like this little mint green color. And where we live in Kentucky, like you can see that the leaves are already falling. We can actually wear our merchandise back home. Maybe in November I can wear it, maybe, depending on the weather. January, more so, yes. They literally sell so much long sleeves, like their Spirit jerseys. I love them. I don't wear them at Disney World. Their sweatshirts, I love them. Can't wear them at Disney World. That's the perk of living a little bit north. And then where it's Annie's birthday, I had to get her this Spirit jersey right here. The back is so cute. Look at that. And then of course, like the little sparkle right there. She's a little sparkle girl. This Spirit jersey is $64.99. We've got the balloons at the bottom. And then my sweatshirt this one was $64.99. That's really weird. Like a whole child's shirt is the same price as my whole sweatshirt. Oh well, I don't make the rules. I buy it anyway. Cutesy stuff. The next two things that I'm going to show you guys that we got a part of our haul were things that were not in the Emporium. They were more so extra magical experiences. So the first one, if you've watched our vlogs so far, I think both of them should be up. So after this, go ahead and go back and watch those, because I think your kids will love them, actually. So we actually ran into Ashley Wright, Pixie Dusted Mom, in Animal Kingdom on that day. We got to say hello to Lucy, and it was her actual birthday. Lucy had got this pink Banshee, and Annie and her were just playing with it. It was screaming, it was having a good time. And so we hadn't went over to Pandora yet at that time. And so after we got off of Flight of Passage, Annie was like, oh, this is what Lucy had. And I'm like, okay, well, are you interested? My nephew, who is 10 years old, was already planning on getting one. And so Annie was like, well, maybe I want one too, since everybody I know is getting ones. She had to get the limited edition pink Banshee, just like Lucy had. And this guy comes with this. Now, I don't know much about it. I also don't know about the next item very much either, but it does react like when it's on, like if you can pet it, it'll scream. I wonder if I can turn this on. And this guy will go underneath Annie's shirt, and then, oh, here it goes. Come on, I'll pet it. So you can pet it and do oh, see, now it's flying. So, and then it goes right on your shoulder, and it'll kind of walk around with you. And then this guy does something. I don't know. You'll have to ask my now 5-year-old Annie how to do it. But my nephew had one, and there was at some point through the night, some point through the night, they were like screaming at each other. Not Annie and my nephew. These little banshees were screaming at each other. So Annie's loved these. And she named this one Ellie Sparkles. Now, I didn't know who Ellie Sparkles was. I thought she just came up with that name, but that's apparently like some sort of YouTuber. Anywho, this guy, I think, was $99. This is a part of our shopping haul today. Now, our next friend, her name is Zoe. This, again, this was something that my nephew was doing for his birthday, and Annie was like, what about me? And I'm like, okay, what about you? And so she wanted to do it as well. She got to make Zoe. Again, it'll be on the vlog of our entire Droid experience of making little Zoe. And it does come with a remote. It will scream and spin all over the place. It's such a good time. And it was really fun making it with her. Tyler wouldn't do it. I'm like, please do it with me, because I don't know what I'm doing. And I think even the cast member was like, you don't know what you're doing. This was another thing that we had to bring home, of course. And this one, I think, was around $120. Let's take a swig in between segments, between the shopping haul and this Q&A. I was up super late last night trying to edit, because I'm trying to push out 3 videos this week, which is very unlike my normal self. But I wanted to get these pushed out. And so this one I'm going to try to edit and also be out for you guys within the next couple of days. So I was up until 2 a.m. editing. So I had to get some sort of rest. And then Annie had a soccer game. And so cheers. On this last trip, I wasn't drinking Celsius as much. I normally drink 1 Celsius a day, and I know it's not really healthy for me. The days that I didn't drink it, I actually felt better, which is really weird. And I was starting to have these headaches, behind my ear, and sharp headaches. And then I realized that when I wasn't drinking my Celsius, that I wasn't getting those sharp pains in my head. This is going to be my next thing where I'm going to try to separate myself from our Celsius. I normally take this thing called aminos, and it's got green tea extract in it, which those have never bothered me at all. And I'm not a huge energy drink person at all, but I think just through my exhaustion from having a full-time job and having a full-time job in YouTube and being a mom and doing all the things, I just kind of adopted it, because I've just been trying I don't get much sleep sometimes. So yeah, I did pop one open today, but I do return to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. So hopefully I'll just make it through again and continue to try to break myself away from them, because they really don't make me feel good. How do you feel about them? Or are you just doing it without energy? I don't know, what are you doing for your mom energy? Because I can't do this anymore. It does not make me feel good. But anyway, there's my rant about caffeine. But not all caffeine is bad. And I can only drink Joffrey's coffee or Chick-fil-A coffee. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. Or coffee in the winter. I don't know. Anyway, let's jump into this Q&A. So over on Instagram, I posted a Q&A, a mom chat Q&A on there, and was like, hey, throw some questions at me. And this is something I like to do. I would love to do this monthly, but sometimes just life is so busy, and we had been traveling down to Disney World every 4 weeks. So I was literally coming home for 3 weeks trying to crank out all these videos and then pack back up and then head out while working my full-time job, which is 30 to 45 minutes away. I've got 5 weeks between this trip. So maybe I can, because I've also been trying to dedicate like a monthly homeschool update too. So what do you all think? Like a monthly like mom chat as well? Like let me know if that's something that you all would like. And these are in no particular order, so I'm just gonna read them off. So here we go. First one, have you done a Disney cruise? Every time I do a Q&A or a mom chat, somebody's asking me about a Disney cruise. So I have feelings about Disney cruises. I am not drawn to them. I think they look fun, but my anxiety says, oh my God, all I can see is water all the way around me. And I think on the last one, I mentioned like, I can just imagine myself being hey, where he like looks around in the ocean and all he sees is the water and he screams. I don't know, freaks me out. Now, on the other side is my husband. He randomly brought up a cruise the other day. And I was like, are you kidding me? Because I've always told him I'm not going to go on a cruise without him. Like that's one of those things that I'm just not going to do with just Annie and I feel very comfortable going to Disney World. Just me and her, no big deal. We're just kind of used to it now. But going to a cruise and then technically out of the country, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. So he actually also has been on a cruise before. I have not. Hey baby, did you got some pizza? You want to join me?
Yeah.
Okay. So Daddy has been on a cruise. Do you want to say hello?
Hi.
Yeah. Daddy has been on a cruise before.
Not me.
Nope, not you. And he said that he got really, really sick on it. And so I'm literally not interested on going on vacation with him with potentially being sick. Also, I know how it feels to be out of the United States in another country with my husband sick. There was one year on an anniversary trip, we went to the Dominican Republic, and he quite literally was sick the entire week. And when I say, you remember that? Yeah. He literally lost like 20 pounds in 1 week. I think he had like salmonella or something crazy. And I'm just not interested in that. But he said that you guys would love if we went on a cruise. So is he right? Because I know also...
If you notice my shirt, I've been to soccer.
Yeah, I told them you had a soccer game and you did awesome. Did you get a goal? Yeah. And I'm telling you what, this girl's perseverance, it was like 90 degrees and she played like the most, and she almost played all 4 quarters. 40 minutes, almost. I was so proud of you. And it was so hot. You might need a napkin, sissy. She did amazing. Back to the cruise thing. I went to Hawaii. That's something that I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to do the Hawaii thing. Everybody was like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch you on your Hawaii trip. And then those vlogs literally bombed. Like, nobody watched them. And so when I think about going on a vacation and spending our money, it also has to be like a return on investment. So like, am I going to get my money's worth back if I go on a cruise? Because are you guys going to watch it? Like, enough of you guys, are you all going to watch it? I don't know. So those are the toying things. Part of YouTube for our family is, one, of course, it's sharing memories, being together, finding intentional time, and helping everybody. But also to the point too that it has to be kind of worth it at this point. So just like any business, whenever we want to spend our money, we have to have some sort of return on investment. So that's kind of like the idea of toying with, like, do we do it? And also Tyler thinks it's like really, really inexpensive to go on a Disney cruise. But in my mind, I think it's really actually expensive because we can go on a Disney World trip for fairly affordable because of the collaborations that I have. That makes things a lot cheaper. In addition, our annual pass holder discounts help a lot in saving money. And even with the annual pass holder discount, I got up to like 35% off whenever we went even to Hawaii. So I don't know. If enough of you guys are like, you go on a cruise, then I'll talk to Tyler and see what we can do. One thing that I do want to do, actually, if I did go on a cruise, would be an Alaskan cruise. That would be amazing, I think. And Annie, like, Tyler used to not ski, hate me for that if I said that. He used to snowboard whenever he was young and cool and when we were dating. And Annie really, really had fun in the snow last year. So I don't know. Let me know. Next question. How often did you go to Disney World this year? I need to count. So we had January, March. We went to Hawaii in April. We went to Disney World in May, June, July, August, into September. We won't count that. A lot of them were months to months. And then we have one in October, and then we have one in November, and then we'll take a break in December and be back in January. So if I'm correct, we will have went to Disney World 8 times this year, which is insane. That is crazy talk. And I owe it all to you guys. This would not be possible if it wasn't for you all. Never in my wildest dreams. Like, oh yeah, I gotta go to Disney World in a couple weeks. That's crazy talk. Thank you all so much for helping this girl go after her dreams and her family's dreams. And I just appreciate you so much. Thank you. 8 times for a total of this year. Next question. Love your content. Do you plan on having more children? This is a very popular question. I get it very often. I am 35 years old. Do I look like it or do I look young? Please somebody tell me I look younger than 35. 35 actually was a really weird age. I'm like, oh wow. Like that's like close to 40. That's nuts. Like how life goes so fast. Whenever Tyler and I got married, we knew that we wanted to wait a little bit and just to hang out with each other and spend some time to be with each other and also be financially stable. So the first year that we were married, we actually started building our home, our first home, and a lot of things in my personal life happened that really took a mental toll in me. I knew before I had a child that one, I was waiting till at least 30. In addition, I wanted to be the most healthiest, the prime healthiest that I could possibly be mentally, spiritually, and physically. Around 29, that's whenever I really felt like I was going to start overcoming some of the mental battles that I was having. Really was hitting the gym, doing a really great job. And then we got pregnant with Annie and I was 3 months away from being 30. So it was like God's plan for sure. The timing of everything. So that was fantastic. And like, she is like such an answered prayer. Like all of the desires of my heart, like God took them and was like, here, this is like your sweet, precious angel child that in the depths of your heart where you're like, oh my goodness, I would love to have a little girl, just a little girly girl and just a princess girl. And like, even though like you remember in middle school reading these graphs of dominant genes and you have brown eyes. And so like, what if you marry a guy with brown eyes and you'll never be able to have a blue-eyed baby? And I got a blue-eyed baby, the most beautiful hair, like just everything that I dreamed of. It's just like, boop, God gave her to me. And so whenever I think of another child, I've spoken to a lot of women who are like, I felt the same way, but it's unexplainable whenever you have another child after that. But like mentally, like I can't get past it. And to just like to have another child. And then I look at Annie and I'm like, how could I do that to you? Like, you literally are like number one in everything, and to like share that time with somebody else, like it breaks my heart. So I don't know, this is just me literally just being very vulnerable and chatting with you guys. I also 100% believe that children are blessings and that they are the greatest gift that God could literally give a human, for us to be able to find, like, even just like feel the smallest minute amount of love that how he loves us. And then I look at my child and I'm like, oh my God, I love you so much. And then he loves us even more. That's mind blowing. So 100% believe that children are blessings. Now, if God is like, poof, you're going to have another kid, thank you, God. Thank you, Lord, for your blessings. It is not in the plan. Like, that's just like a really long-winded, vulnerable moment for you guys. But of course, again, we're like besties on a FaceTime. And so that was just me kind of sharing the vulnerable parts. But 100%, like, also, I look at some of the women that work for me and they have more than one kid, and I'm like, wow, you are so much more stronger than me, doing all the things and having more than one kid. It's incredible how strong God makes mothers and parents. It's pretty impressive. Next question. Oh, I got a bug. What are your best tips, advice on saving, budgeting for Disney trips? I would say, first of all, shop around. That means shop around for your flights, shop around whether driving is an option. In addition, save your change. Like, that could blow up and pay for your food. But I also would get a trusted travel agent, somebody that can listen to you, somebody that has a rate recommendation that comes along with them. So if you choose to book something yourself or go through a travel agent, the fee, like the travel agent fee, is still there. Like Disney, if you book your own, that travel agent fee is just going to go right back into Disney World's pocket. If you book with a travel agent, the travel agent gets that fee. Okay, I hope that makes sense. And I was literally going on a tangent about this with Tyler the other day about travel agents, because I work with many travel agents through my collaboration partnership through YouTube. I have like a Busy Moms partnership where I work with travel agents. And in addition to that, I work with helping travel agents and their content creation on my Busy Moms on a Mission page. If you are not a part of that, go ahead, go to the description and join that. And or if you are interested in partnering with me and you are a travel agent, also go to the description, click the link, and we'll figure out something with that too. But nonetheless, I feel like there are many times that I have heard people say, I spoke to this travel agent and they did not get me the best deal. And then I went off on Tyler, not like went off on him, but I was like, travel agents get such a bad rap because there are some travel agents out there that don't genuinely listen to their client. So let's say, for example, this is real life. I have had a friend come up to me and say, and we're not, let me clarify, big red sign alarm. This is not any travel agents that I have partnered with and or travel agents that are my friends. This is a travel agent that I do not know who in the world they are. Okay. I have had a friend come to me and say, I have worked with this travel agent. They gave me this price, but then I went on the Disney World website and it was cheaper this way. That to me is red flaggy. Travel agents, I think, get a bad rap. They are not listening to their client. So in all of that to say, in helping you save money, if you have a good travel agent, and to which, if you need a good travel agent, I'll have some listed in the description box below of my partners. Those are trusted people, okay? If you need one, you need a travel agent, they can constantly keep up with prices, any promotions that Disney drops, like all the things. Their job is to help you save money and to have a magical, amazing time. If you do not have a travel agent that is reputable, that is a good listener, then I would maybe shop around a little bit more. But that would be one trick to save money. And again, shop around for your transportation, how to get there. Another way to save money is your transportation to and from the airport if you need that. Your girl, your friend, me, has a code to save you some money on your transportation. Again, in the description box below, there's your savings. So make sure to use a travel agent, somebody that's reputable, somebody that knows what they're doing, not just knows going to Disney World, but knows how to deliver great client services to meet the needs of you, the client. I hope that makes a lot of sense, and I hope I'm not stepping on any toes. But again, you got to be heard. If you're going to be spending the money, you need to be heard. Next question, bus or minivan to early entry with two littles at AK or Hollywood Studios, staying at Contemporary? Well, you know me, Brittany, and I do love a minivan. So going back to the question before, I've been trying to save money and I have not used, actually I gotta take it back, just kidding. I used a minivan on our last trip because we were going to the Halloween party and I did not want to fight our costumes on the bus. But it has actually been months since I used the minivan service. And if you all don't know what the minivan service is, literally when you're on Disney World property, it's like the SUVs that are going around, they're wrapped in red and white polka dots, and they're not a van, it's just like the plate off of a minivan. I don't know. And it's through the Lyft app. And it is an additional, they do come with cast members that drive. They do come with car seats that are super safe. Like the cast members are extremely trained in car seat safety and all the things, but it is an additional cost. Now, if I could drive or ride the minivan all over Disney World property and budget was not an issue, sign me up. I love the minivan. It's air conditioned. It has chargers for all the things that I need. It's got cartoons. It's got lovely entertainment from the cast member, and it literally drops you right in front of the door, and they come and pick you right up too. So like, I love a minivan. So if it is in your budget, get you a minivan, girl. Splurge. How do you balance everything? I try to balance everything, but I feel like I can't. That's kind of loaded, and this is going to take a vulnerable moment from me. How do you balance everything? I really don't know. And I think that is like, I really don't know how, but I think I already mentioned that I don't sleep that much. Like I sacrifice some of my sleep sometimes to be able to perform well at my full-time job, to be able to help you guys, to be able to be as good of a wife as I possibly can, to be an amazing mother while also / homeschool teacher, and all the things. Like a lot is on our plates. I think that's also why most of the women are on this channel, is because we are all super, super busy and we're all out here trying to manage through it. And don't you think it's crazy for like moms that like the expectation of us is so up here? We're caretakers. Like that's how we're made. Like that's how I'm made. Like I just want to serve my family so much. And I want to be able to deliver on that. I want to be able to clean my house. I want to be able to cook our meals. I want to be able to love on my family. I want to be able to take Annie everywhere. I want to be able to educate her in school, while also I'm still expected from my full-time job to be like a top performer. And I also need to be a top performer as a wife. Like it is wild to me how tough it is to be a woman and to be a mother, that these expectations are so high on us and the pressure is so high. And like recently, you can ask like maybe even some of my coworkers or even my husband of like recently how many tears that I have cried recently. It is just so daggone hard. And I'm so glad, like I find, what did you say? I try to balance everything, but I feel like I can't. I hope that I do not come off as me having it all together. I want to be as open and transparent and vulnerable with you guys always. And like, just like today, I had to give my husband a mouthful, not like me going off on him, but just like a mouthful of how I sometimes feel like everybody around me is so disappointed. And here I am exhausting myself, like literally giving everything that I can. And I am beyond exhausted and I still feel like it's not enough. And I want you to find solace in knowing that you are not alone. Being a mother is so stinking hard. But the other side of things is the way that God has created us. And we are so resilient and we're so good at persevering. I love Proverbs 31 and how it talks about the virtuous woman and how we can laugh at the days to come. And our worth is far more than rubies. I just love that. Like we are clothed in strength and dignity. That is how God sees us. That is how our Savior sees women and how valuable we are. So at the end of the day, life can be really hard, and the enemy can put all of these thoughts in our heads as though we feel like we are missing the mark. We're constantly missing the mark and we're constantly letting somebody down, and we have this laundry list of things to do and the laundry is behind and the house is not cleaned the way that we desire it to be cleaned. But know that God has clothed us in strength and dignity. And that is my heart for this platform, this channel, is busy moms. That's like the idea behind this channel being called Busy Moms and the Magic. In my missions to help mothers, I'm just so glad that you're here so we can encourage each other together, love on each other together. And when we do not feel like we are delivering, we are so hard on ourselves. When we feel like we are not delivering, being able to come to each other and lift each other up in the Lord, love on each other, encourage each other. Your worth is so much. You are so valuable. You are so beautiful. And you are clothed in strength and dignity. And in that, I find so much beauty. Oh, my friend Rebecca, I just love you. You just have the sweetest little soul. But she wrote, best milkshake at Disney. That's a great question, actually. Now, I do have to default to Beaches and Cream. Now, it's a milkshake, but it also comes with the cupcake. And it's really, really yummy. And it's huge. It's so big. And plus, the experience at Beaches and Cream is so fun. Their food is great, but you can also go up to the window and order some ice cream. But I do love a Beaches and Cream milkshake. And this is also, if for those of you that don't know, this is at the Beach Club. So if you're at Epcot and you're on the back side of Epcot, like where Remy's is in the International Gate exit, you can just walk on over to Beaches and Cream from Epcot. It's like a 5-minute walk and get you a good milkshake. I would rather have a milkshake from Beaches and Cream than somewhere in Epcot. And that's the facts. I do love a Beaches and Cream milkshake. And then also, if you just want like a good classic vanilla milkshake, go on over to the Boardwalk. I just love that area anyway. It's like totally perfect. But that is my favorite milkshake. And I do love the cupcakes that they come with on top. And they're just delicious. Great question. Park bag options when going with littles. Now, depending on what age we're talking. So I find the minimalist strategy to be the best, especially going to and from your resort and into the parks and all the transportation. Minimal is best. Now, whenever Annie was a baby, I felt like I had to take anything and everything, when in reality, I just needed to make sure that I brought her diapers in her wipe. And then I also breastfed, so like anything to do with that. But towards the end, I really just needed to bring my tatas and we were good to go, like nothing else. Really just like the fanny pack in my life. Like I love my fanny packs, my Stony Clover fanny packs. And then we'll just consider like the sling that's on the side of our stroller as a bag. That is so helpful and I don't have to carry it around. And then I have my stroller caddy on the bag as well. So if you all need some stroller help or some bag essentials help, go to my Amazon storefront. If you are watching on a TV, go ahead and click the QR code that I'll just pop up there for you guys. Scan it with your phone and you'll be able to shop away and find everything that you need. So yeah, I really don't like to hang too much on my body. And like maybe if your child was really young and you need to bring an extra change of clothes, maybe put it in like a small packing cube and then put it underneath your stroller. I love my stroller. I find it as a really, really great personal assistant. Yes, it carries Annie around in the parks, but it carries everything that I need it to carry. It keeps me shaded because I have my umbrella. So I really like to go with the minimalist standpoint on bags when going into the parks. I find it to be a lot easier to have not as much with me than to overpack and feel like I just brought in the entire house with me. What's one thing you've enjoyed as a mom with Annie throughout the years at Walt Disney World? One thing? It would just be the intentional time. It is super, super special to be able to go down there, just she and and I wish Tyler could go with us more often. It is so nice to be able to step away from here. My phone isn't going off. I'm not checking emails for my full-time job. I'm able to step away and be like, it's me and you, Annie girl. Let's go have some fun. Let's go hang out with some friends. Let's meet some YouTube friends and hang out. Let's just do fun thing. Let's eat all the snacks and treats and let's just keep on smiling and stay up late and just live life free. It is so, so nice with that intentional time. That's what keeps me addicted. It's not really like, I love going to Disney World, don't get me wrong. And it's so easy to go to at this point because we are really well practiced. But that is my favorite, is intentional time with Annie. And it's such a great place to have intentional time with people that you love because there's so many options to do. Like there's so many things for anybody and everybody from all walks of life, from all opinions, that people can do a lot of things and have a really, really great time. But I value time so much. Disney World brings me time with my girl and with my family, and that's my favorite part. Mindy. Mindy asked, can you extend your October trip? Now, I wish I could. But let me talk to you guys about my friend Mindy. I don't know how we got in contact, but I literally love following her. She's over on Instagram and she has the most beautiful, sweetest little girl. and she loves watching us on YouTube. And Mindy is just so nice and so thoughtful. Like, it just makes me so happy when YouTube brings me in contact with such amazing, lovely women, and I would consider her just an incredible human. I love her content. I think she just does an amazing job. She's just so unique. So if you all want to go give her a follow, she's just superior, and I love any type of conversations that we ever have. And she's extremely knowledgeable in DAS and going to Disney World with children that have disabilities. And I messaged her the other day. I'm like, listen, sister, you need to give me a seminar, and I need to learn more. I don't know if you all watched us yet. Again, I keep on referring to this trip. My mom went with us. She has had the DAS pass before, and she also has to get around Disney World with a scooter. And so I've also had some friends on Instagram message me with concerns about some of their family members that have mobility concerns while going to Disney World. And that is just something that I really need to learn more about and want to learn more about. So anyway, I think she's a fantastic person, and maybe one day, like, we have to make it work. One day our paths will cross and our girls will be able to finally meet each other, and that would just be the best. Need advice on focusing on your health, fitness while being a busy mom? We are very time poor as women. We are constantly putting others before ourselves, our family. Like, again, like, I don't buy myself stuff often. We are constantly on the run, making sure that we are trying our best to meet just these high expectations that either we've put on ourselves, which yes, definitely, like, the expectations that I put on myself are very high, and or society has placed on us. And it is so hard. Like, whenever you're on the plane and they're like, please make sure to put the oxygen mask on yourself before putting it on someone else. And as a mother, and let me know if I'm the only one out there that feels this way, but as a mother, I'm constantly helping others before I help myself. Like, it's constantly like, I've got to put the oxygen mask on this before I put it on myself. When in reality, we have to be able to take care of ourselves, because if I don't take care of myself, I won't be able to take care of you. And that is a constant battle that I'm always in. Like, again, I hope I do not come off as having it together, because boy, oh boy, I sure don't. I am out here trying my best alongside you guys. I would say that it just goes in conjunction with everything else that I have said, is that you're doing an amazing job. And when you find time, do it. Coming back to like a background of an extremely healthy lifestyle before child and before COVID, honestly, before they like shut down the gyms and stuff. My focus is like, whenever I have the chance to walk, or whenever I have the chance to go get sunlight, that is my favorite. Like, we're out here because I desire sunlight. That makes me feel so good mentally. And whenever I get home, I'll ask Annie, like, hey, do you want to go on a bike ride? Like, let me get some steps in with you. You've just got to find or prioritize it. It is a fine line of like, okay, mommy legit needs to sit down. I have got to rest. Like, I am so exhausted. And we have to take into account that there are certain parts in our lives, a part of the month, that our body genuinely, like, you genuinely need to listen to your body that it needs to rest during certain parts of our cycle. Like, we have to rest. We're exhausted. Our body is in overdrive. Like, it is healthy. It is the healthy option to be like, you need to rest. But then also it's this balancing act of like, okay, I'm super busy. I've went and gone, but not necessarily have I contributed to my overall health and or my mental health. Start with food. That's probably going to be like the best thing. Try to get sunlight as much as possible, and also take care of yourself mentally. Like, surround yourself with people like you that are encouraging, that are lovely, and surround yourself with the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit has gotten me through a lot mentally, and that is what keeps my encouragement. So get some Bible verses going over your life. Speak the word of God over your life. Start there. Be easy on yourself. Give yourself grace. Start with food, start with sunlight, and depend on the Lord to help you mentally. Do you have a core group of friends at home? Struggling to find mom friends here. This is such a weird question. Not because it's a weird question, because I'm weird, I think. I actually have friends, but I never get to hang out with them. Like my best friend, we have been in each other's lives for over a decade. Like I would do anything for her. Like I love her. I talk to her maybe through text every other day, maybe. Love her children. I love her husband, but we just don't have time to hang out. We're both moms. We're both extremely busy. What I do appreciate about her is that we have the same values. We look to the Lord together. We can confide in each other. Like sometimes, like my husband's like, you two are just too dangerous, because sometimes like if I am sharing something with Tyler and he's like not meeting me on like the emotional level that I need, I'm like, just forget it. I'll go tell Sydney. Like I'll just go tell her and she will just be that confidant that I need. And he's like, you two are just wild together. So I do have her. It's just not the season that I'm in to where I can be home and hang out with a bunch of people, because I also don't have that much time with my family because I'm at work. Now, if I was a full-time stay-at-home mom and full-time YouTuber, maybe that would feel a little bit different. In this point in my life, it's so busy that I'm literally just grasping at every minute that I can have with my family, because Tyler's on night shift. I don't really see him. He's like not on mine and Annie's schedule. And I work and then I YouTube and I stay up through the night to YouTube so I can spend time with Annie. And so just not in this season of life do I have time to go hang out with a bunch of girls. On the contrary to that, that is why I also love meeting so many friends at Disney World. And I have also met up with Sydney at Disney World before too. Like it was whenever she lived in Nashville. She recently moved back to Central Kentucky. It was whenever she lived in Nashville that I saw her it was easier to see her at Disney World than us bordering state. I do love meeting everybody at Disney World. It's just like one of those times where I do feel like a full-time YouTuber. And like I have a lot more freedom, I suppose. I'm not saying that like friendships are bad, but like you just, again, it goes back to us being moms and feeling like we're like stretched so thin. I think it's so important to be able to have women in our lives that we can go to and speak to and gather encouragement from. But also, again, like I do wish that I had more time, but we just simply don't. There's only 24 hours in the day, and I think I need like triple that to be able to get everything that I need done in one single day. But at the same time, I recognize your name on here, and I know that we have communicated on social media before. Again, this kind of platform is not for me. It's for all of us. That is my heart, to make sure that all moms and all women feel included, that we feel seen, that we feel heard, that we can have a sense of belonging in the crazy, time-poor, high expectational type of world that we live in. So I'll be your friend. Again, we're like all the internet best friends. We're like an internet family right here, right now, and we're on FaceTime together right here. What activities do you bring to keep Annie occupied on the plane? A part of our like prep with me's for Disney World, or like our 7-day countdowns, or like our 24 hours, typically we're going to the Dollar Tree, the Target, or Kroger to the dollar section, and I literally just let her go crazy. Like, and we've done Legos, so put Legos in Ziploc baggies with the instructions. They fit a lot better in her backpack. She has her iPad that has preloaded movies and or preloaded games on there. We have travel size Unos or travel size Apple to Apple game. And then on her tray table, she's got the little thing that comes up so the things don't fall. I used to use Thing a lot. So like my 8th grade school teacher would be so angry at me because she literally, like we would get in trouble for saying stuff and things all the time. Anyway, things you didn't know. Anything that your child loves. She also loves the mystery Barbies. So whenever we get those, you have to wait until we're literally on the plane and we're going. So literally we're on the countdown, we're on the runway, and she's like,
Oh, it's time. Gotta get my mystery Barbie out.
she remembers literally everything. Yeah, really just anything that your child is really passionate about. Don't forget snacks and water. I love to put our water in our Awala bottles, because the water bottles that have like the straws that come up like that, whenever the cabin pressure gets a hold of those water bottles and you open that sucker up, that water is going up high and it is a fountain and you're wet. Everybody's wet. We don't want that. So the Awalas, they have those bigger holes like that you can sip or use it as a straw. And it just makes a big pop sound, and it hardly ever like gets water on you. It has before, but it's way better than just like the straw thing. That is what we do. She's pretty good at being occupied, and or pick a good time to fly that you think that they'll either nap or go back to sleep. So like our early 6 a.m. flight, she goes back to sleep on those flights, or just pick nap time and you should be good to be able to get through those flights. I have so much to do today. Annie is knocking on the door right now, wanting to come outside because we have like one of those child lock things on there, and I refuse to take those off anytime soon, but still got a lot of things to do. Gotta edit this video, and I'm trying to get our Bibbidi Bobbidi video up for this upcoming Sunday. Yes, another full experience Bibbidi Bobbidi coming your way, and all the other fun vlogs. I've got to put up that 3-bedroom villa one too from our last stay. That was like the most fun resort ever. Like, I am forever now an old Key West fan, and that's just the facts. But I'm gonna go in there instead of standing out here, I guess sitting out here in the heat. My legs are sweaty as well, and spend time with my family as well. But I'm so glad that you're here. I hope that you know how valuable you are to your family, and that you're loved by not only me, but by our Creator. And I hope that you feel the love of Jesus. I will see you on the next one. Bye.